Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mohammed Ali and welcome back to Coding Cafe. So now in this video tutorial, by using the Firebase Recycler adapter new and latest version, we will retrieve all the contacts from the Firebase database here on our Contacts Fragment. So for that, go to the Android Studio, and first of all let's close all the previous activities, and we have created the contacts fragment. Okay, so this is the contacts fragment, and also open the XML file for this contacts fragment, which is this one. So you can see this is our contacts fragment. First of all, make sure that you change this to relative layout. Okay, and the next thing is to remove this text view from here. We don't need that anymore. And now add a recycler view. Okay, drag and drop this recycler view here, and width and height should be match parent. Now the next thing is to give it some unique ID, and we can call this as contacts underscore list, or you can call it contacts recycler list, whatever the ID you want to give to it. Now go to the contacts fragment. Okay, so this is our contacts fragment, and here you can see we have this onCreateView. First of all, let's create a view for this fragment. So we can say view, and we can call this as contacts view, and remove this return from here, and here we can say contacts view equals to this, and now let's return this contacts view from here. So we can say return. Now we have to define our recycler view first here, so we can say private recycler view, and let's give it a name as my contact list. So we can initialize it here inside our onCreateView method. So we can say my contact list equals to recycler view contacts view dot find view by ID, or dot ID dot contact list. My contact list dot set layout manager. Then we can say new linear layout manager. The context will be get contacts, and yeah, so we have initialized this. Now by using the Firebase Recycler adapter, we can retrieve all our contacts from the Firebase database. So here we can create a onStart method, and inside this onStart method, what we're gonna do here is that we can create the Firebase Recycler options first. And let me tell you, for that I need to use the Firebase Recycler adapter latest and new version. You must add this Firebase UI database, okay, which we already added in the previous video tutorials when we were working on the Find Friends activity. Okay, new Firebase Recycler options dot builder, and here we need to pass the module class. As you know that we have already created the contacts class, which is our model class. Okay, and we have the name, status, and image, which is the matching name with the key values from our Firebase database. That is the name, status, and image. Then we create an empty constructor, and then a constructor with parameters, and then these getter and setter for all these three fields. So now we can add that model class here, contacts. After that we can set the query, which is set query dot build. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and here we basically need to add a reference to the database, to the contact list, okay, to this. So here first of all we can create a database reference, to define that. So database reference, and we can give it a name as contacts reference. And now here in our node create view, after this recycler view we can say contacts ref equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference dot child. The child, you know, that will be our contact, and we have to, the contacts list will be for each specific user. That is, as you know that this is my ID, which is UX at. Okay, so we have to get the online user ID. So, or you can say the current user ID. So then we can display all these three people from the users node using their IDs. Okay, so first we have to get the online user ID. That is, let's say if I'm online here, okay, I'm log into my account, then here will be display only my contact list, not the other users. So for that, what we're gonna do, we can create a Firebase auth. So here we can say Firebase auth, let's call this as mauth, and we will be needing a string type variable which will be the current user ID string data type. And here we can say mauth equals to Firebase auth dot get instance, and let's get the current user ID by using the mauth dot get current user dot get uid. And now here we can say after this contacts dot child, and we can pass the current user ID. So now for the online user, or you can say the current user ID, we have to display only those users who will be logging into his account. That is, how many people are added in his contact list, or if she is a girl, then in her contact list. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And now come down here, and here we need to pass the contacts ref comma the module class, which is our contacts dot class. And now after that we can use the Firebase recycler adapter, and it needs two parameters. The first one is the model class contacts comma, and the second one is the static class, which is the view holder class. Now we have to create that class. So after that, what we're gonna do here, we can say public static class, let's call this as contacts view holder, and it should extend the Recyclerview dot view holder, and it needs a constructor. So here you can simply click on generate, and here we have this constructor. So you can see this constructor is created successfully. Now the next thing is we have created this user display layout, okay, where we have this let me zoom it, where we have this profile picture, username, and user status. Okay, you can see these are our all fields. So we have to access these things in our view holder class, which is our static class. So we have two text view. The first one is for the username, and the second one is the user status. Then we have a circle image view. So we can say circle image view, where is the profile image, and now we have to initialize it here. So we can say username equals to, by using this item view object, we can say item view dot find view by id or dot id dot, and if we come here, then the id for the username is user profile name. So we can say user profile name. Let's copy paste this for the user status. So the second one is the user status, and if we come here, let's check the ID of this. So the user status is user underscore status. So make sure to change this to user status. And the third one is the profile image. So we can say profile image, and the ID of this is user profile image. So you can say user profile image. So yeah, that's it. And now inside our here we can simply access this. I mean, the second parameter is the contacts view holder class. Then we can say, let's call this as adapter equals to new Firebase recycler adapter, and alongside with it these two methods are created. Make sure to put a semicolon here first. onbindviewholder and onCreateViewholder. Inside this onCreateViewholder, we have to let me explain it first. I mean, this view holder is basically our user display layout, that is in which shape we want to display our these things. Okay, so what we will be doing is that first we will access this user display layout, and then we will return our this view. So in order to do that, we can say view, and let's give it a name view equals to, and first you can see that we have a view group, and this is the object of that, and then int I. So here we can say layout inflator dot inflate, sorry, dot from, and then by using the view group object dot get context, after that we can say dot inflate, and we can access this layout here. So we can say r dot layout dot user display layout, comma view group object, comma false, and make sure to put a semicolon here at the end. And here we can create an object of our contact view holder static class. So you can say contact view holder, let's give it a name view holder equals to new contact view holder, and then we can return the view holder. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and here we need to pass this view. Copy this and paste that here. So now the last thing which is left is the onbindviewholder, and here we are basically set the we have to retrieve the profile image, username and status, and we have to set these fields here on our these fields, and by using the Recyclerview we can display these things on our contacts fragment. So first of all, let me tell you that is we have a reference which is a contacts ref up to the user ID, the current user ID. So this is, let's say, my unique user ID. Let's say this is Muhammad Ali account, okay, and Muhammad Ali has 3 contacts now, 1, 2 and 3. Now these are the IDs. So by using these IDs, first we have to get these 3 keys, or you can say these ID of the user, and then by using this ID we can access the user node, and we can retrieve the profile image and the username of all these users. So for that what we're gonna do is that here I will create a string type variable, and we can call this as users IDs, and that will equals to get ref. And by using this position object, okay, here you can see we have a contact view holder object holder, and for the model class we have this model object. So by using this position we can get the position and then the key, that is each of these keys, okay, and then we need to create a reference to the user ref in order to retrieve the user profile status and everything. So here we can say users ref, and now here after this contact ref we can say user ref dot get instance dot get reference dot child, and the child is our users node. And now come down here, and after that we can say user ref dot child, and we can pass the user IDs dot add value event listener, new value event listener. Make sure to put a semicolon here first. And now inside this, first of all we have to check if data snapshot dot has child image. As you know that the image is optional, just like in WhatsApp. So first we have to add the validation for the image, either the user has set the image or not. So if the user has set the image, then we will retrieve all the 3 things, which are the first one is the image, which is the profile image equal data snapshot dot child image dot get value, and let's copy paste this for the username and status. So the second one will be the status and the name, and we can give it a name as username and user status, and make sure that you must use the same key values which are here in our database, okay, image, name and status. And now we have to display it. So using the holder object we can say username dot set text to the user name, and this username is basically the holder class field, okay, which is this one. Okay, so in order to differentiate this, what I am going to do is I will simply change this to profile name. Okay, profile name, and this one change this to profile status, so that we cannot confuse with the name. Profile name, and then after that we can say holder, which is the object of the contacts view holder class, dot user status dot set text to profile status, and then we have profile image. So by using the Picasso library, you can say Picasso dot get dot load and profile image dot into holder dot, and this profile image is basically our field. Okay, so let's use different name for this, so we can call this as user image. So here we can say dot load user image dot into, and we have to display this profile image which we are retrieving for the Firebase database here on our this field whose name is this one, profile image. So we can say holder dot profile image, and in the else statement, if the profile image, if the user has not set any profile image and if he is using the default profile image, then in that case what we gonna do is we can just copy the profile name and status up to here and paste that here. And if you want, then you can add a placeholder dot drawable dot, which is basically a profile image. This is a default profile image picture in the drawable folder. Now the last thing which is left is that is here you can see when we say Firebase Recycler adapter, then here you can see these two braces. Here we have to pass the options, okay, which is basically our query contact reference. So you can pass that here, and after that here come down here and we have this onCreateViewholder, and here at the end you can see this curly brace and this column. So here we, by using we have to set our Firebase Recycler adapter on our Recyclerview whose name is my contact list, and we can say .set adapter to the adapter, which is basically our Firebase Recycler adapter name. And then we have to start listening for the Firebase Recycler adapter whose name is adapter.start listening. And one thing which we need to change is that here, if you come here, then by mistake here we are saying that is image. You can see that for the profile name here you must retrieve the name, and here we must retrieve the status. Okay, and the same we will do here at here. Okay, so name, profile name, and status, profile status. So yeah, that's it. And now let's run the app. So you can see that the app is running now successfully. And now if I go to the contact list, and here we go, you can see that. So these are my friends, okay, Rida Ford, Mohammed Nisha, and Gia Roberts. If I show you the database, then here you can see UXA8. So UXA8, okay, which is, you can see Muhammad Ali. And now if I show you 9L, FK, and KY. So 9L is Rida Ford, FK is Muhammad Ali Sher, and third one is KY, which is this one, okay, Gia Roberts. And if I show you, then you can see this. Now let's go to the first. Let me tell you, if you are not getting any contact here, then first make sure that you must accept the chat request from the users, okay, and this contacts node is available, okay, because this is our contact list. So now let's accept a chat request from any other user who has already sent me a request. So let's say check this one, Sasha Glenn, and you can see she has sent me a chat request. So now I can accept and cancel that request. So if I accept that, then here you can see that a node is added here. I mean, a new contact is added here under, I mean, here you can see this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I have 4 contacts, and now if I this SLEW, So SLEW is Sasha Glenn. And now if we go back to the contact list, then here you will be able to see that now I have 4 people in my contact list: Reza Ford, Muhammad Ali Sher, Sasha Glenn, and Gia Roberts. So yeah, this is perfect and this is amazing. So in this video tutorial we have retrieved all the contacts on our contacts fragment using the Firebase Recycler adapter new and latest version. Now in the next video tutorial we will retrieve all our chat requests. Okay, so we will create a request fragment here, and using the Firebase Recycler adapter new and latest version we will retrieve all our chat requests, that is from how many people and from whom we received the chat request. We will display that to a user so that a user can at least know that from whom, and that is from whom the user received the chat request. So yeah, that's it for this video, and if anyone is new to our channel then please subscribe our channel, thumbs up for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.